Hello everyone. Today I'm going to be doing a slightly different video to singing and doing covers of artists' songs and stuff like that. I'm actually going to do a review / demonstration on how the Playboy bronzer set works. So that's it there. And like what things you get inside it, and you know how you apply them things, and yeah. So obviously, first of all, I'm gonna by the way, obviously, as most of you will probably know, I can't actually, my sight, my vision isn't very good at all. So if I look slightly weird, like in different angles and directions, that's probably why. So obviously, me being a girl, love makeup, absolutely love it. Oh, there's my cat in the background. And since I lost my sight, I still love wearing makeup and still love putting it on and stuff like that. So yeah, so, and obviously it is hard for me to put it on in that, so anyway, see how it goes. But this is, I'm just gonna start by putting some normal Maybelline Dream Matte Mousse foundation. I don't use anything fancy, like any fancy foundation sponges or brushes or anything like that. I just use my fingers. But yeah, I think that it helps even it out better. So yeah, I mean, my mum, when I was younger, always told me that I was quite good at doing makeup. I don't know why, but yeah. I remember actually getting my first makeup set from my older sister when I was about 11, 12 maybe. And just ever since then, I just love putting makeup on. I've never really been like the girly girl type, really, like, you know, to wear loads of makeup and dress up really nice and stuff like that. Like when I was younger, I actually used to be a really big tomboy. You know, I would like go out and wear boys' clothes and stuff like that. But as I've gotten older, I've just sort of, I don't know, I sort of like have my own look. Just sort of wear whatever. So yeah. Just doing this. So once this is done, I will then move on to the next stage. Obviously some of the things that I'm using in this video won't be the Playboy bronzer set, like they won't come with it. But obviously I like to put foundation on and stuff, so yeah. In the Playboy bronzer set, you actually get some bronzer, which is really good. It's quite it's a good one, but like you need to be careful how much you put on, otherwise like your cheeks can look really dark, and that's not always good sometimes if they look too dark compared to the rest of your skin colour on your face. And you also get like a really nice bronze coloured lipstick, which is really nice. You get some, oh, itchy nose. You get some like a bronze coloured cheek equalizer thing. I think I've said it right. Obviously, not having very good vision and stuff, I can't actually read what it says on the thing, but I know like what the actual thing is by the feel of the actual tub and stuff. So yeah, having sight problems, like being severely sight impaired, that's when you start to use your memory quite a lot. You start to memorise things, and you know, you do things based on your memory and stuff like that. So yeah, which isn't very good really, to be honest, because I actually have a really bad memory. Part of that might be because of my hydrocephalus, but yeah, I don't know. We never know. So just sort of rub it into the hairline to make it look a bit more natural with the foundation. You need to really wipe these bits, like at the sides, like, you know, these bits here, otherwise you'll get foundation lines, which isn't good. Right, so that's done. Foundation's done. I don't know if this light's helping or not, but it's a bit dark, to be honest, but oh well. Alright, and then I will move on to the something that's actually from the Playboy bronzer set, which is the equalizer. If I can find it, which is here. Rub it off a bit because I've got some blusher on it by accident. But oh well. What are you doing up there? Yeah, so this is the equalizer from the bronze Playboy set. You can find these Playboy sets anywhere really. My boyfriend actually got it for me as a little Christmas present at Christmas this year. You can get it from anywhere really, Argos or Asda or, you know, things like that. So, and with the equalizer, sorry, I'm gonna have to get a mirror out to do this rather than looking at the camera screen. Gotta find my mirror now. Got a little Hello Kitty mirror. I'm obsessed with Hello Kitty. I love Hello Kitty. But yeah, this is, you know, it's like that. Just a little brush type thing. And you actually just put it on, you don't put it on your cheekbones, you put it just below the cheekbones. And you'll see why in a minute, but see, start there, and you just do a thin line. You can go over it a couple of times, and then obviously it will look like that, if you can see it there like that. And then what you do is you just sort of rub it in. Don't rub it in, you know, like massively, like all over your face, just like a little bit, just sort of in that area. Enough to obviously not know that there's a line there. It doesn't matter too much if you don't cover the line up, because you're going to be putting the bronzer on in a minute on top. So yeah. Another thing with not having very good vision is trying to actually get the stick, whether it's, you know, this type stuff or mascara, back in the tube. So yeah. And then you just rub it in again, like so. I'm making really weird faces. So, yeah, that's the equalizer on. It's actually quite hard to tell that you've got it on, but yes. Right, that time was quicker. And now I'm going to be moving on to the the Playboy bronzer. Swipe it off with it. Playboy bronzer, which is this. So yeah, it's just like that. And the inside is just like that. It comes with a little mirror, so yeah. And then like there's this little plastic bit which is really annoying to try and, because it's sometimes bloody like you've got to be quick with it. It like lifts up like that, so that was obviously the bronzer bit, and then it sort of lifts up. Oh, and the thing's just fallen out, and it comes with a little sponge which I've obviously used before, so it comes like that. Well done, you silly cat. So yeah, I mean, I suppose it does come with that sponge, but I suppose you can use whatever sponge you want, really. I just use this one just because it's there, so it's easier to get to. So after you've got a bit of that on the sponge, you want to blow on the sponge a bit so that there's not loads of, you know, blusher that goes everywhere. And then you just, with putting blusher on, you can either do fish face, which is that, or smile, so that, and then you just do it on the bits that are there, and then obviously the fish face is, you know where your cheekbones are. So what I do a bit of both really, but I start off doing the smile one first. And then, yeah, I mean, see what I mean, it can go quite dark, so you need to make sure you sort of wipe it in a bit as well. Seems like I'm slapping my face, but I'm not. Yeah, go on to the next cheek. I mean, you don't need to put loads on, unless you want to look like really drag queenish. Not that there's anything wrong with that. But you don't need to put loads on, because otherwise it will look really dark. Especially if you're really, obviously quite pale on the face. So yeah, and wipe that in a bit as well. Just like rubbing it in a bit, obviously, so that it doesn't look as clownish. And then what I normally tend to do is put a bit on my nose as well. If you've got quite a small nose, then it's good to brush some blusher downwards. If you've got quite a wide, fat nose, then it's good to sort of like go over with it like that instead of up and down. But you don't need loads on your nose, otherwise it would just look weird. So yeah, that's the blusher done with. Only thing is with using your hands to put foundation on so it gets everywhere on your hands. Next step will be the